okay?
It's a camaraderie, man. It's everybody trying to help everybody get through it. Because it's so physically and mentally demanding. Cramping was a major issue. We're using hydration tablets, trying to stay hydrated.
Super low revs.
All right, we are out here beginning day 3, but officially day 2 of riding. Kind of give you a summary of yesterday. It's wet. There's a lot of mud. Pretty banged up. Thumb. This one's swollen. This pinky. Jam that one. That one's swollen. Let the games begin.
Down, the mechanics down here getting everything loaded up. The leader and the sweep spikes back over here, and then this is the We just took a break. Guys are coming down again. They left something, or they lost something back there. So they're cruising down the hill right now, coming back to meet up with us. And we are in this killer spot. These hillsides up here, just to let you know, the volcano that we're gonna be climbing is 11,000 feet. Doesn't get snow, but it gets ice. So we're gonna get up as far as we can. I'm trying to ride with a damaged thumb and a damaged pinky. And remember, you need your fingers to control the clutch and the brake. Your fingers have to be able to wrap around the grip to maintain control.
That's where we were last night?
Yeah.
If you have any injuries with your foot, you still have to brake, you still have to shift. On these rides, one of them, there was a gentleman who rode and fell off a cliff, and he broke his femur and his tibia. So the femur through the quad, the upper leg, that is one of the most painful breaks a human can suffer. Then the tibia is the front bone of your calf on your shin, and that is the other one that is extremely painful. They had to basically build a stretcher, and they had to have him on the stretcher, and it took 4 guys carrying him for about 4 hours out of the valley in the ravine where they were, getting him up to a point where he can get to a road to get to a hospital. They said the nearest helicopter was like $10,000 and, you know, easily 8 hours away. Give me a hand.
I might do it.
You sure?
Yeah.
It drops off.
Yeah, I can come down this way.
No, it's over here.
The problem.
What's that?
Straight down and then come over here.
The problem with this is you're not. If you lose your balance, you're gonna fall in that hole.
Yeah.
Because if you put your foot down, if you miss your angle, you put your foot down, you're gonna be gone. Let's pull the bike out.
I can kind of ride it up that way.
Alex, help me pull. Let's just all.
I just pull it up.
Yeah. Get the back. We should give it one more lift.
Yeah, just the front.
Here. Wait, pull one more. There you go. You're up. Digging a bike out, coming up the rut, straight out of the river, all the way through this whole valley of rocks, over this whole ridge. This ridge is just full of boulders all the way down, and then this is what we're climbing. We're just literally scaling rocks the whole way, and this is a challenge. Today is definitely harder than yesterday. Skies are beautiful. It is blue skies. Got a gator on to prevent my red neck, and we're all just getting exhausted, totally gassed, but we are, I think, about maybe an hour and a half in. We got a long ways to go. So this is just a beautiful area. As I said, we're making the journey up towards the volcano, and we got a lot of riding to do. It's the most physically demanding sport, I've ever come across. Especially when you're going, 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day, and you're going multiple days, because your body just continuously, every day it starts to break down more and more and more. And every time I get done with it, I'm like, I always like, I'm like, why the hell do I do this to myself? And then at the very end, the gratification that you receive from it, you book the next one. You're like, dude, I can't wait to do this again. The endurance it takes. I go to the gym every day and I do everything I can to maintain my health, from dieting and exercise, resistance training to be able to endure these rides. When we were on this ride, these guys that I was with, they like literally would stop, and they're like, why are we stopping? He goes, I can't breathe. I gotta take a break. And they would just rip their helmets off and just sit there and pant for 10 minutes just to be able to get to the next stop. Like, it was just, it's freaking wicked, man. But it is such a fun, wild sport. I can't tell you the addiction. Woo! Damn!
That's a good video.
I saved that. I got to do here.
Yeah, man, you got a wheelie up that thing.
Dude, that was hairball.
Almost freaking long.
You're looking at the situation, trying to concentrate and figure out how you're assessing it, how you're going to approach the situation, how you're going to get through that situation, and and survive, right? So avoiding injury. You know, and avoiding damage to your motorcycle so you don't abandon the bike. You know, whether you break something, a chain. Believe it or not, the more advanced you are, the less physically demanding it is, because you know how to approach the situation and get through it with ease, rather than exerting yourself physically to try to get out of the situation. If a pro could move out of that situation with ease, and it doesn't take a lot of his energy, but when you're like intermediate like me, or some of these, I mean, everybody here was pretty much, you know, they've done hard enduro, but just not, you know, not a lot, right? We don't get to ride every day. So from that standpoint, you know, you use more energy and it's more physically demanding because you're not as used to trying to get in and out of situations, so it's harder. But no, you're rooting for everybody. Like that's why you see videos of us trying to help each other get out of situations, pull bikes out, you know, and that's it. So everybody's always in it together. Of course, you're running in humidity that is 90% humidity, and temperatures were getting up to 100 degrees. So we had 3-liter camel packs on the back, and literally we're using it sparingly as we get along, hoping not to, you know, run out, or in a very remote area. Getting gas. So if we were able to stop into a town, we'd refill the camel packs. He said he's getting tired.
I got some gummies for him.
Weed gummies?
Yeah, 2,000 milligram THC.
We just made a stop here up on one of the top of the ridges. We are in Boquete. Boys are all lined up, taking a break. It is cooling off a little bit. It's not too bad, but it's definitely still pretty warm. We have a ridge full of cows, and you can see the view in the background all the way out. I'd imagine we are probably maybe 3,000 to 4,000 feet up, and as I said, we're the top of the volcano is 11,000. So got a ways to go. I think we got about another hour till lunch. Holy shit! Oh well.
Because dehydration was so severe, we're suffering from cramps in our hands. Our hands are clinging to the bars, and you can't open your hands. They get stuck, locked onto the bars from cramping. And then your quads and your hamstrings will lock up, and you can't move your legs. You can't bend your leg, you know, in or extend it all the way out.
I picked the wrong line on on the top one. I looked, then I hit the fucking boulder on the right.
I was too busy sightseeing, man. That was a cool.
Yeah, I didn't. I should have stuck to the left.
So cramping was a major issue. We're using hydration tablets, trying to stay hydrated and keep some of the fluids inside of our body. The overall goal is just to complete it. That's it. It's like not a race, it's just completion. It doesn't matter about how long it takes you. It's the fact that you just want to get through it with no injuries and learn along the way, how to get to these situations. And of course, the beauty along the way, right? It's the struggles and the beauty of all the terrain. You're in areas that nobody can ever get to in a vehicle, or hike because it's too far out. So it's all of it, and it's just it's a very big adrenaline rush to move through. But even when you're riding, you're like, fuck, man. Like every single time, that's all you keep saying to yourself is, fuck, dude, what am I doing? What am I doing? What the hell am I doing with my life? Like this is not like normal. But yeah, it's the addiction just keeps bringing you in and keeping bringing you in and bringing you in, especially when you finish a section. As soon as you finish a section, you're like, dude, I can't believe I made that. That was awesome. Like, oh my God, that was insane. It's each time it's satisfying for the completion of each section that you make it through. Here we go. Adventure enduros are a whole different world. It's very easy to just kind of go long distance on dirt roads and through valleys and things like that. As far as the extreme terrain of hard enduro, it's just a different ball game with endurance and skill sets. A lot of people are very blind coming in if they don't do the research and look at YouTube to try to understand the complexity of these tours and the intensity of it. It could definitely go ahead and change your viewpoint when you arrive. Sitting and having lunch or dinner with the guides, we would ask them some of the experiences they've had.
You okay?
Just horror stories of people showing up who have never even ridden a motorcycle before, didn't know how to operate a clutch, who didn't know how to get anywhere. And at that point, it was, we need to try to figure out how to go ahead and get these people to learn how to ride a motorcycle so we could at least get them back to the other side of the country, not even through the trails, but get them back to the other side of the country so they can catch their flight out, because they book a flight in one side and out the other. So their objective with some of these people who aren't really aware when they're booking these tours is to just get them to the other side of the country on the easiest route possible, because they didn't even know how to ride motorcycles. So there's definitely been some issues. I'll tell you, I've never rode with a better group in my life on a hard enduro trip or on any trip, and all of us were just like so close, like family. I'm still hanging out with these guys, and one of them came over to my house last week. I'm meeting another one for dinner tonight, and they live hours away from me in Florida. Two of the guys did, and they're hanging out. We're still hanging out. We're gonna make this an annual thing.
All right, we just got into the headquarters of Jarvis Tours. We are Boquete, and this is where we're gonna be staying tonight. What they wanted to do is park the bikes here at the office and go ahead and do all the maintenance here, and then they're gonna bus us down to our hotel, and then we're gonna stay in town for the night. Welcome, we are in Hotel Ladera in Boquete. And this is actually really nice. Got a large queen bed and a twin. Good for the night. We're gonna go out to dinner here and head into town.